So I was on a Q27 bus on a strange field trip that I'm not sure why I'm following through with this, but from the bus, I've always keeping my eyes open. Spotted this empty clamshell. Looks like the landline tube is still intact. So the landline itself is probably just still behind this little setup. Nothing too remarkable. I mean, got some, whatever you call those, peanut shells or cashew shells, I don't know. No real clue as to whose phone this was. Unless that, I don't think that logo is anything, but it's possible that was Coastal Communications, but I don't think there's any evidence of who left this one behind. So where is this anyway? Bell. It's near Bell Boulevard. On 48th Avenue. Just minding its own business. This is at 223rd Street and 56th Avenue. A Verizon that was never decommissioned. When you see it like this with nothing but Verizon branding on it, that means it was never taken up by PTS or anybody else. And Verizon just left it here. Look at that. This is Queensboro Community College. I unwittingly trespassed onto the campus. I just got off the bus and went the same direction everyone else was going, and I managed to get all the way into the campus without showing my ID. Because I don't have any. I have to look this number up later. 224-4759. So I'm on Horatio Parkway. Well, yeah, that's always something when a car pulls up right behind you. But I'm on Horatio Parkway. A new stretch of road for me. And I'm reminded of somebody I heard on the radio, an urban planner, or somebody who worked in the urban planning division agency for the city, and she said that a parkway is defined not by the fact that it has a lot of trees and foliage and whatever. A parkway is defined as a road that leads to a park, a road that its ultimate destination is a park. And I've never seen that definition repeated, although I haven't made a project of calling the bullshit on it. I mean, why would this person who knows what they're talking about make something like that up? But it's true that the Grand Central Parkway doesn't feel very parky for long stretches. Yeah, maybe there's some trees there, but it's just a big ugly highway. Let's see. Which way does the Parkway go? Okay, it goes this way. So I guess this is Oakland Gardens. A part of New York, a lot of out-of-towners would probably think there's probably nothing like this in New York, but it feels like Long Island in places, feels like Florida. You will see an occasional in-house swimming pool. In-ground swimming pool. And some of the houses are pretty cool, but others are pretty bland. Of course, I'm looking for payphones, and I already found 2. So, mission accomplished already. Isn't it fascinating, though, to wander through a new-to-you area? It's new and different, but we're all connected to the same. The same city we call home, and all these people living lives behind every window, behind every door, inside every room. There's some little drama being played out, some decision-making process. Someone's deciding their future, maybe someone's deciding someone else's future. That's what's going down on Horatio Parkway, man. The future of humanity. It's all happening inside these houses. Oh, there's a big house. 2-car garage. But yeah, the style of houses here varies quite markedly. This looks like something I'd see down in Florida, or anywhere really. And it's very quiet. That's what always impresses me when I go back home down to Florida. It is so quiet. That's a big ugly. I'm sorry to say. That's a big ugly. You know what I'm not seeing, I just noticed, haven't seen a single spotted lanternfly squished. Little bloody splotches. When I get out of the subway in the morning, it's like I'm in a little mini war zone. There's just like one after another of these red splotches that used to be a spotted lanternfly. But I don't see any down here. I've heard about the absolute swarms of them hitting Staten Island and Lower Manhattan, where I work, has been seeing tons and tons of them. I heard credible reports of a swarm of thousands of them that hit the Oculus of all places. Obviously, it's all the crops and forestry at that place. But not seeing any evidence of them here, though. I think their invasion has just begun. I think they're going to be with us for a very long time. And the thing about the carnage is it really does start to feel a little morbid or a little ghoulish after a while. I mean, that is a living creature, or at least it used to be. It's pretty cool how they move, too. Just suddenly they just zoom, jump. I've missed a few in my attempts to squish them because they just bolt away. But when I look at them, when I open my eyes to all the carcasses littering the sidewalks, it starts to mix in with the cockroaches and the other bugs and critters that get squished, and next thing you know, I'm looking at all the homeless people lying there spread eagle on the sidewalk, and I'm thinking maybe they're all part of the same sorry mess. And look at that, I'm no longer on Horatio Parkway, and I'm also not in a park, so I don't know where that Parkway veered off without me. I'm on East Hampton Boulevard now. I hate it when streets change name on me. Am I really anywhere near the Hamptons, though? I don't want to be. I kind of like this one. It reminds me of a chocolate cake. This one looks like a basket to me. I guess it's the upstairs balcony or porch, whatever that is. Looks like a picnic basket. Oh yeah, they've been spraying for mosquitoes in various parts of Queens. Let's see if I can find it. If it's that big, it should be hard to miss, right? This is like I'm deep in the jungle as the roar of I think that's the Horace Harding Expressway. Or whatever highway that is. Yeah, we're really getting back to nature here. Speaking of getting back to Horatio Parkway, if in fact it does lead to a park, I think it would be in the other direction. I think it leads to Alley Pond Park, which is what this is a part of, but I think Horatio Parkway leads you to the other end, or the other entrance. Bees everywhere, but they're not bothering me. Alright, I think I've had enough of this little brush with nature. I'm gonna see if I can find a bus back to Flushing. There's a big tree that fell. Cool, look at this. well, I don't want to go to Long Island, but I see a bus here that goes somewhere. So let's see if I can take this bus somewhere. Goes to Jamaica, but via what? What potential pit stop? So we're somewhere around here. Yeah. If I go there, I could get the 17 back to Flushing. I know a lot of people are allergic to the bus, but these barcode things are kind of cool. Tells me that this Q30 will be here in 11 minutes. And that's what it's been saying at every... I've been walking this... You know, you end up walking as fast, if not faster, than the bus would be if you actually waited for it. And it's not doing it now, but during pandemic. And I think I still see it sometimes. It would tell you how many people were on the bus, how many passengers approximately, in case you didn't want to get on a crowded bus. Didn't see it here, but I think I still see that occasionally. Well, my instincts failed me miserably. I saw this from maybe 40 feet away. I thought it was going to be another little free library. Has the form factor, sort of, but don't know what it is and don't suppose I need to find out. This feels like the end of New York. All roads lead to Long Island. And it's just a wide open mall. Look at those birds gathered on the awning. So I think this is Springfield Gardens now. And there you got a signature barber's pole. I'll have to make a separate short of this. Oh look, there used to be a payphone here. The signature yellow pad, which was supposed to be a placeholder for a Link NYC kiosk. That program that just can't seem to stop failing up. I wish I got the breaks those guys do. I'm sure a lot of people would feel the same way. It's a good size one. I can see my reflection in it.
Keep your feet up, please. Up, up. This one? There you go. You hold on to that, okay, baby? Okay.
So I guess I really am still in Oakland Gardens. I thought when I was on Springfield Boulevard, I thought that meant I was in Springfield Gardens, but maybe I'm not as close to Springfield Gardens as I think. You know? I remain blessedly amorphous about my, knowing where I am. which is all fun and everything until it gets monotonous, getting lost. Getting lost can get monotonous. I put that card there a couple hours ago. Hasn't been there that long. This is the one that doesn't work at Main Street 7. The other one still works. Actually, this reminds me, I wanted to check, I'm going to remind myself what happens when you dial 0. Because if you dial 0 from the cell phone, nothing happens. But I think you still get sent to this really murky world of automated operator attendance from a payphone or a landline. Yeah. I think she said, please hold for a WiMAC operator, so you can still make like operator-assisted calls. Okay, she said, please enter the area code and number you are calling, followed by the pound sign. To make a collect call, press 1 now. At the tone, please speak your name. I'm just curious to see if anything shows up on my call log from this, because if you know that number, you know it goes to this, and that nothing would really happen because I'm not going to accept collect calls. Well, anyway, that's the music that plays while this WiMAC tries to make a collect call to my radio number. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that. Anybody to enjoy.